The War of the Lance is over. The Queen of Darkness and her dragon high lords have been defeated against all odds. The Kryn is devastated by the conflict, and new dangers lurk in the shadows. In the solitude of the Tower of High Sorcery, a familiar wizard is setting his master plan into motion. The powerful archmage, Zane O'Cara, intends that the darkness return. Made aware of Zane's plan, Stonemoss, Burke, and Feldspar travel back in time to the doomed city of Istar in the days before the Cataclysm. There, together with new companions, they will make their stand against Zane O'Cara and stop one way or another. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
And we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter Presents DragonLance: Legends, Episode 1, exclamation point. We are back. You can catch us, as always, whenever we bother to play, on YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, Twitch/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, and podcast wherever you listen to podcasts by searching for DragonLance Chronicles. You can also watch us on Facebook. I think we're streaming to the DL Nexus page still, DragonLance Nexus, as well as Wicked Studios 11. Why 11? Because the first 10 are porn sites. Let's get on with the show. I am Adam. I am your dungeon master for tonight's festivities. Let's introduce the rest of the group. As you can see, Gaz couldn't bother to be here tonight. Well, that's okay. His character doesn't show up till next time anyway. So let's start with Michael. Michael, how you feeling? You not still feeling under the weather?
I've been better, but I'm hanging in here for now.
Fair enough. I could say the same. Different reasons, but I could say the same. So,
I've been sick for a couple of days, so...
So who are you? What are you doing?
I am playing... Tonight I'll be playing Stonemoss, everybody knows and loves. The Astral Druid from 1,000 years ago.
Or 300.
Or whatever.
It just feels like 1,000 years ago.
Yeah. When you've been asleep that long, you know...
Fair enough. The Rip Van Winkle of the group.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Sedg. Hey, Sedg.
Hey, that's me. Reprising the role of everybody's second favorite dwarf in the party. Feldspar Keystone, the Ranger. Hero of the Lands. All that good stuff.
Hero of the Lands. And with that segue, Chuck.
Hi, I'm Chuck. Glad to be here, folks. Sorry I've missed the last few weeks. We didn't play.
We all missed the last few weeks.
I am playing the lovely Mr. June in the 2026 Atomic Peanut Butter calendar. Burke and Wilhelm, the most popular dwarf that starts with the letter B.
There you go. Now let's introduce... Sorry, you still talking? I thought we were done with you.
Who's running the show right now? I want to show off my new mug.
Oh, there you go. What do you got? What's on that mug? It's hard to see. It's a little small here on this box. What do you got?
It's a mug I picked up at Gary Kong from Smuggler's Coffee. It's got the Heroes of the Lance. It's got a little signature from Margaret Weiss on it. So
cool. Very cool.
How are you going to wash it?
I'm not. I put dice in it.
Oh,
Stay
you
away
put
from
dice in
it.
it. I actually thought
this way he has a cool mug when he drinks his dice.
That's right. I need to get my extra resin.
Yeah.
All right, back to you, Adam. Thanks for
That's
giving
fun.
me a chance to talk for a few minutes, and
Yeah,
glad to
you
be back for
you
season
spent
2.
12 weeks talking during your interim game, Dragonlance Huma the Dark Patrol, I think, or something along those lines. Anyway, you can pick that up, by the way, in the DMs Guild.
And it's the Dragonlance game with the most colons in it.
Yeah, it's just colon after colon. And if you love colons, go to the DMs Guild and you can pick that up by searching for the Dragonlance Nexus. So let's introduce. We got a couple of new folks here on our Friday night game. Let's start with Maria, since you're the next one in the box. AKA Queen Tiamat, and I got a bone to pick with you on that one. But anyway, go introduce yourself.
Don't even come at me. Good early morning from the Nordics. My mug.
There you go. You got a Dragonlance mug too. Fair enough.
Yes, I do. Not as cool as Chuck's, but that's because Smuggler's Coffee does not deliver to us, so I'm very salty about that. Yes, long time chatter, first time player. I bullied Adam into letting me do this.
Yeah, it was true.
So
yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It was just because of the bullying.
Yes.
And we're not even going to talk about who you're playing tonight, because we're going to learn that in a little while. And same thing with John. But John, who are you? What are you doing here? And where have we seen you before, by the way, on Atomic
No idea. I have no idea. Yeah, sorry I missed the last, 6 years.
Yeah, this is our 6-year anniversary, by the way. Thank you for bringing that up. I
think I've got a confetti cannon in the other room. I can go.
And I'm drinking scotch. So, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, forget about the coffee.
Yeah, no.
We need if we're going to get through this, we need as much liquor as possible. Although it is like 3 o'clock in the morning for Maria.
And then we'll see how you handle me with something more than coffee. Okay, let's start.
We'll get into that. We'll see by episode 10. That's when we'll get to that. So, John,
yes,
you've been a part of Atomic Peanut Butter Group for a while, though, although never playing a game. So, what can people watch you on if they go to YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter Group?
Oh God. You want me to throw in a plug for all of our movies?
That's what I'm really.
That's what he's fishing for.
Here, yeah.
He's got the lure on.
Right.
He's got some bait on. He's diving it up.
I feel like
down.
he's possessive right now.
I've been just a little bit involved in some of the productions. There's the Reset Switch, which we did 2 seasons. No one asked for them, but we did them.
Since no one watched the first one, we came back with a second, baby.
We got you.
Whatever happened to that bear? That's what I want to know.
It was a cat.
It was a cat. Okay.
Yeah. But good callback. It was a fuzzy cat. It was a cat puppet. Yeah.
Yes. Horrifying. Most recently, we did Possessed, I guess,
yeah.
right? And Haunted. Haunted is very popular.
It is. So. That's our most popular of all the things we did. Although I think Possessed is probably the best. Reset Switch, though, I do enjoy as well.
We did a few other little things in there too, but yeah, no, I've been around the block.
So check those out on YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter Group.
By
the way, John, I don't know if you know this, but I think you're Chuck's favorite actor. Certainly in the Atomic Peanut Butter Group.
I'm so sorry.
It's a low bar considering the rest of us acting in those things, I guess. But
you're the only one that should be allowed on stage.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Well, and Adam.
This by the way is the episode where Burke and Wilhelm dies.
Well, wait, Adam, you are always on stage. I mean,
it's true. You guys can't get rid of me. Even though I played a character in Chuck's game that literally had no offensive capabilities, and still survived all 12 episodes. But anyway, let's get down to it here on our 6th year anniversary. Season 2 begins in earnest now. And I should have had the music queued up a little bit better. Oh, this is terrible. That's not good. That's not epic. That's not...
Is it London Bridge again?
No, although that's probably still on the playlist because I didn't take it off. And usually London Bridge, it's like a very slow London Bridge, which usually plays during like an action-packed moment, or a very dramatic moment. It kind of ruins it for everybody watching. But anyway, antecedently on DragonLance, it has been close to 3 years since the end of the War of the Lance. The heroes, Stonemoss, see Mike, I gave you a first billing, Burke, Feldspar, Gorell, Sir Kerwin Crownguard, Vantellis of the Sylvanesti, Odie, Minotaur Captain Jadok Own Entergrath, Athea Greenmist, Sir Earl of the Ice Folk, his dragon lover Silvara, Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot. That's right, we knighted Tasselhoff Burfoot in this game. That's how you know we are not playing the modules, or in this case, the novels. Elliston and Laura Kanan, the princess of the Qualinesti Elves, have gone their separate ways, but have not forgotten the fallen. Curlithlon Brightblade, Urgrin of the Keishu, Saren Fogsong, the Kender Linus, who was only around for like 3 episodes before I murdered that character. Swift Fox, again, not around too long before I murder that. Any character that Will's gonna play, by the way, you'll see him in our second cast, and we'll see how quickly I kill his new character. The goal is by episode 2. Swift Fox of the Keishu and Sir Alphacian Malkorite, yet another character of Will's that I murdered. Nor have they forgotten those trapped in the abyss in an effort to drive the Queen of Darkness to Kisis, which, by the way, reminds me, I gotta go back to Maria on that one, from the world of Kryn, Smeen Bruga, Sir Rick Cordwood, and Calum Aramis Valian, attaché of the Orders of the White Robes. While there has...
so on and so on.
Yeah, etc., etc. While there has been relative peace in the continent of Ansalon since the end of the war, the people of Kryn, humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, and Kender, have effectively gone back to their isolationist ways, even if tensions between them are not as high as they were prior to the war. But there appears to be new threats to the people of Kryn. Rumors spread that Kitiara, the Blue Lady of the Dragon Armies, and now self-proclaimed Emperor of Ansalon and leader of what remains of the Dragon Armies, is planning on starting a new war, one she plans on winning, where her predecessor Ariakis had failed. Kitiara's adoptive brother, Gorell, tried to sway her from the path that she is on, but failed. He also turned down a role of leadership within the Dragon Armies, further dividing the once close pair. And we will get more in depth on that during our second group, which we actually will be recording in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the April 11th is, and that'll be playing soon. But that's not all. Dark Elf Wizard Zane O'Cara has planes of his own. That's right, he's a pilot now, guys. The first pilot on Kryn. That's pretty cool, right? I told you this was different from the books. Anyway, take 2. We can fix
cut
it
that
in
out,
post.
right? Yeah.
Dark Elf Wizard Zane O'Cara has plans of his own. He desires to gain even more power and kill Takisis once and for all, only to take her place and rule Kryn himself. A daughter of Paladine, disciple of Elliston, Chrysania, which I've also got to butcher her name just now, Chrysania, is determined to turn Zane to the light, but was stricken down in the forest of Wayrith on her way to the Tower of High Sorcery, along with Gorell and Sir Tasselhoff, by none other than the Death Knight, Lord Soth. Head of the Order of White Robes, Parsalian, along with the head of the Red Robes, Justarius, and the Black Robes in this universe, Iolanth, have asked Gorell to get word to Stonemoss that they need his assistance in sending Chrysania back to the time before the Cataclysm, when the true clerics last walked Kryn, as they would be the only ones who could heal her. They are also concerned that Zane is trying to go back to the time of Vistandantalis, nailed it, to learn. I'm going to fuck it up every other time, though. Just beware. To learn from him and grow even more powerful. They are planning on sending someone with Chrysania to protect her and stop Zane before he can gain the power he seeks. Their first thought was Zarek, Zane's twin brother, who is still missing after the end of the war. Their second was Gorel, who informed them that he is retired and has settled down with his new wife Tika, and owns and operates Curly's Inn, formerly known as the Inn of the Last Home in Solace. Gorel then returns to Solace and sends word to his cousin Burke that Stonemoss is needed by the wizards and returns to his domestic life. But before we pick up from there, we go back in time, almost 350 years, to the time of the Cataclysm. Thank you, Chuck. In the Lord City of Istar. Then let me open that one up. Stonemoss, Sylviana, and Aramis walk away from the great temple of Istar, Stonemoss having trouble keeping up with his friend, whose white robes rustle and flap in the wind, but it's almost as if it's a manifestation of his anger.
Fools!
Aramis scoffed.
They spend their time listening to Fistandandalus and his lies.
This is also you.
They'll come around. You'll see.
Stonemoss lied. Aramis stops, but doesn't turn towards his companions.
It'll be too late if they do. Aramis, be reasonable.
Stonemoss implored. Sylvania, the beautiful elven sorceress, put her delicate hand on Stonemoss's shoulder, stopping him from approaching Aramis. Don't, my love. You know how you can get. Let him blow off steam in his own way. The three friends find themselves back in the King Priest's Hall, one of the most grand inns in the Lord City. Aramis orders a bottle of Barrack Vern Stonebloom Reserve, a Nidar wine crafted from stonebloom vines, a rare growing plant that clings to the rocky hillsides where soil is thin and the wind never rests. The grapes are small, iron-skinned, and painfully bitter until aged. Fermented in granite casks buried beneath cairns, the wine absorbs the scent of rain, moss, and sun-warmed stone. It has a deep red amber vintage and is deceptively strong with notes of wild herbs, cracked earth, and a sharp mineral bite. It finishes with a clean, stubborn warmth that lingers without the burn. Why am I spending so much time talking about this wine? Because it is the same wine that Gorel decided dwarves drink during our epilogue instead of having like dwarf spirits or something. So I created a new wine from the Hill Dwarves called Barrack Vern Stonebloom Reserve. Stonemoss takes a sip.
Strong. Whew.
Aramis smiles.
The Nidar say this wine is reminiscence of endurance and survival. Two qualities that I fear will be in short supply if the King Priest and his sycophants continue their trajectory.
You've always been so maudlin, Sylviana, chides him.
This is no joke.
Aramis loses his temper, something neither of his friends have seen often.
We are talking about the end of Krynn as we know it. Stonemoss, tell her. You saw the stars and read their portent. It's true.
Stonemoss agreed, sipping his wine and wincing.
The gods are angry. I see constellations shifting.
It's all speculation, Sylviana assures her friends.
The stars don't lie like men do.
Stonemoss corrects her.
But if the King Priest won't listen to us...
Aramis mused, almost to himself.
What can we do?
We can drink this horrid dwarven wine until we forget the sorrows of the world. Sylviana smiles, toasts, and drinks. Weeks later, Aramis arrives unexpectedly in the Star Vault Grove and is greeted by his closest friend.
Aramis, welcome.
Stonemoss smiles, embracing his friend.
I regret that this is not a social call, Stone Moss.
Aramis explains as the two walk to Stone Moss's simple home among the grove.
Is Sylviana here?
He asks Stone Moss over a cup of homebrewed tea.
No.
Stone Moss
She's
says.
She's out doing, well, whatever she does when out in the world unsupervised.
He jokes.
Good.
Aramis nods solemnly.
I have 2 favors to ask you, and you alone, dear friend. We've never had secrets from Sylviana before.
Stone Moss reminds him, concerned.
In these times of dire trouble, we may only count on ourselves.
Aramis warns.
I've been meaning to speak to you about your jealousy of the romance that Sylviana and I have cultivated of late. This has nothing to do with that jealousy.
Aramis spitted, enraged.
This has to do with the fate of Kryn itself. I need you now, my friend, more than ever. Are you with me? Always.
Stone Moss agreed, taken aback by his friend's ire.
Good. Then take this.
Thanks for getting that right, even though I put the quotations in the wrong spot. Aramis hands Stone Moss a jewel-filled medallion with a golden chain.
What is this?
Stone Moss asks, turning the medallion over and over in his hand.
Something that I've been working on for some time now, secretly. I call it my device of time journeying.
Aramis explained.
And it works?
Stone Moss asks, examining it.
Yes?
Aramis replies with a faraway look in his eyes.
Why give this to me?
Stone Moss asks his longtime friend.
To keep it safe. Don't ask how, but this device will be needed one day. Desperately, I'm afraid.
Aramis explains, his hands shaking.
The stars.
He started, but stopped.
Guarding this is my first request. And your second?
Stone Moss asks, uncertain. I almost stole your line.
Follow me.
Aramis half smiles and leads Stone Moss through the Star Vault Grove to the southern edge, overlooking Sylvanesty, the beautiful elven countryside mere miles away. There stands a small tower, its diameter barely more than the length of a man.
What is this place?
Stone Moss asks suspiciously.
It is a place of my own design.
Aramis says, looking to the ground.
A place built not only of stone, but of magic. It is a place for you to be safe. I don't understand.
Stone Moss starts, but Aramis cuts him off.
Yes, my oldest friend?
Aramis says, looks at him and with sad eyes.
You do. You've seen the constellation shift. Our time on this world is short. We both know it. But I have a way to save you. Me?
Stone Moss asks, not understanding.
What about you? What about Sylviana? I have more to do, and as for Sylviana?
The Aramis doesn't know how to finish his thoughts.
She's in league with Fistan Tantalus and cannot be saved, at least by me.
Nailed it.
You lie!
Stone Moss yells at his closest friend and confidant, striding toward him in anger.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I tell the truth. Now sleep!
The spidery words of magic escape Aramis's lips as Stone Moss drops to the ground unconscious. Aramis places Stone Moss's sleeping body on a platform in the center of the small circular tower. He then hides the device of time journeying within the vines and shrubbery inside the tower.
I'm sorry, my friend,
Aramis says.
I truly wish only for your safety, and I know that we will need your courage and wisdom well after this world ends.
Aramis places a piece of parchment inside Stone Moss's pocket. And then we cut to Burkle and Wilhelm. Sitting in his cousin Bernard Fireforge's yard, looking at the wood carvings of his wife, son, and daughter that his cousin Flint Fireforge had carved for him many years ago. Burke runs his hands through his short, for a dwarf, beard, growing now that he has begun to slowly heal from the deaths of his wife and young son. But while he may be healing, he never forgets. A letter has been delivered by a raven. It is from Grell, his cousin, asking him to travel with Stone Moss to the Tower of High Sorcery in Wayrith to help a cleric of Paladine named Grisania into the Wizard Council, is trying to send back to the time before the Cataclysm so that she can be healed after a battle with Lord Soth, the entity behind Burke's family's deaths. They needed Stone Moss to help send her back. As you read this letter, Burke, Pippa, your daughter, comes up to you, sees the look on your face, says, "What is it, Papa?" Are you muted?
Trouble.
Nope, you're just thinking. Sorry, that was a dramatic pause. You were acting? Is that? Sorry, I didn't recognize it at
Shatner
first.
Pause.
Take two. What is it, Papa?
Trouble. Trouble afoot.
What? And she gets a very serious look on her face, but sort of digs her heels in and stands with the stout resolve of the Anvilheim and Fireforge family. What kind of trouble?
The kind of trouble I gotta take Stone Moss to solve.
You've got to be kidding me. Stone Moss?
Stone Moss may act like a fool, but he's more powerful than he lets on.
Does it mean that you're going to leave?
It does, lass. You'll be safe here.
I know, and I can take care of myself too, you know.
Oh, I know that. I know that. Look out to the fair world. Pippa's coming.
That's right. And she sort of pounds her fist into her hand and tries to look tough, although you can see the look of worry in her eyes.
But I'll be back soon. I just gotta take him to see some mages.
Okay, but be careful.
I hand her the wooden dolls.
She
You
looks
hang
at
on
them
to
for a while.
these. You keep these safe until I return.
Of course, Papa. And with
Remember.
that, sorry.
And remember, I'm going with Stone Moss, so I need the good brandy.
Very well. I'll help you pack your pack.
Thanks, Pippa.
I know where Uncle Bernard hides the good stuff.
Perfect.
You gather your belongings and say your goodbyes, and Bernard looks at you as you're about to walk off and puts his meaty hand on your shoulder and says, "Don't worry, we'll take care of Pippa here. She'll be safe as long as you're gone."
I know. It's hard leaving, you know.
I know. I was hoping you'd have more time, truth be told.
Me too. It seems like just the other day the war ended.
Yes, well, I guess when you're a hero of the Lance, as they call you, well, the job never ends, does it?
No. Man, I'm no hero. I was just there.
Well, that's not what they say, at least not the bards.
That's after the 45 rounds of Kerwin Crownguard killing everybody.
Well, believe me, his name comes up far more than yours. Don't mistake it. Don't want you to get a big head, after all.
No, not worried about big heads. I just hope I see a friendly face on the road.
Well, good luck to you. Just know that not only is Pippa safe here, but you're always welcome back, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later.
And I'm taking the good brandy because I'm traveling with Stone Moss, and I feel like I shouldn't lie to you right now.
That's fair. Just so you know, the real good stuff I have hidden in a place you'll never find.
I know that. I was hoping you'd take pity on me.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll drink it when you get back. How does that sound?
That sounds fair, cousin.
And he gives you an embrace and says, just be careful and come back soon, all right?
I will. There's no one throwing vorpal swords nowadays.
Well, don't you start. That's a silly habit for people to do.
It just feels weird going out without Kim-chan. I mean, Darrell.
You know what? I felt the same way for the last 6 years. So you head out to the Star Vault Grove, where's the last time that or at least the last you've heard that Stone Moss is. It'll take you a couple of weeks to get there, but you have a I was gonna say a pony, but I felt like that might be a little racist, so I'm gonna we'll just say you got a horse and carriage.
All right.
That'll help you get there, as quickly as you can. Feldspar.
Present.
You're in tavern. Your little village, which is kind of, it actually works out pretty well because your village is kind of, from what I remember, not that far from Sylvanesty, a little bit north, and not too far from the Star Vault Grove that was sort of reimagined, I'd call it, from or by Stone Moss, which was the original lost during the time of the Cataclysm and afterward, and then regrown after the war. And you've spent some time there, with Stone Moss and, back with your family, and you find yourself in the inn, a couple of drinks in, and
So there I was.
Yeah.
In the heart of the Black Temple itself.
And
anybody who will listen.
Yeah, and you just hear the groans, and the barkeep sort of mumbles to himself, "Not again with this story. Like, it was cool the first 50 times, but getting a little tired of it now." And there's always the especially the younger folks, those who haven't had their adventures yet but are on the cusp of going out on their own, the young men and women and others who are always just listening, and they will hear this story 60 times and enjoy it all 60 times, and every time you're rolling, it gets a little bigger and bigger, and they don't mind at all. But this evening, as you're telling the tale for the who knows how long, Burke enters.
Oh, who's this now?
Aye. I was just getting to the good part. Continue on.
Ah, you were there. You know how it goes.
I was listening for Rick Cordwood.
I heard he went missing.
I know, but a true hero he was.
Yeah, he was alright, I guess. I didn't really know him.
Yeah. The two of you never really came into contact.
I spent some time with him. He seemed to actually follow the plot of the story, unlike the rest of us.
That's unusual. Anyway, what brings you to my backwater?
I'm heading to find stone moss.
Is that a quest?
Or a punishment. It depends how you look at it.
Oh, think of Reork's a quest.
I think
I'll
you're
get my
not
stuff.
busy. I was going to ask you along, but apparently you're in the carriage already.
You turn around and your father immediately hands you your pack.
He's already packed it.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time. No offense, son, but it's time.
I could really use a good quest.
Good to get on the open road again.
Now you're
Company's
talking
well,
just
welcome.
like the good old days.
True.
During the war, where hundreds of thousands of people died. Those are the great times. Great times.
Back to back against the world and all that.
We should really get a bard and torture him. I mean, pay him to sing a song. Well, I suppose we should head off to find stone moss. In some grove, doing druid things, I believe.
Yes,
I
I
need
believe
him.
I know the way.
They need him to send some, to help some cleric. The mages do.
Well, you know how they are. Never send an elf to do a dwarf's job.
You ever heard of the Lady Corsania?
Probably.
She's some muckety muck there in Palanthas. So we'll be gone for a while. It'll be quite the quest.
Say no more.
I've heard there's a few pockets of Draconians between here and there.
I'll sharpen my axe.
I thought you might just use your bare hands nowadays.
Well, I've been working on my grip strength.
Well, you gotta give him a fair chance.
He's got one of those hand things you squeeze to make your hands stronger.
One of those weird shaped ones.
Yeah.
from the early 90s.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, we continue our way. I don't know who else we'll find along the way. I think most of our other companions are off and about.
Or retired.
Or dead.
Or
Or
dead.
missing.
Oh,
Not to put a damper on things.
I've really romanticized this whole thing in my head.
the ones that mattered survived.
Yikes.
That's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Fog
I-oh.
song
Yeah.
reaches down from the star. And
I heard a new fog song. I heard he got lit up by Soth.
yep.
Oh, yeah. That was the one time I one-shotted anybody.
That
was fun.
Burke never traveled a fog song. That was Kerwin.
Oh, yeah. That's
I'm
right.
glad it was fun for someone.
It was fun for me. A lot of fun. Although
But
when Michael's my DM, usually my characters are get
Swallowed
killed by
whole.
being swallowed. Yeah, it's become an unsettling trend, really.
Yes, frogs usually.
They're usually frogs in the frog family.
Yeah, Brand is one word for that. There's also another, which I will not say.
But we should head. There's a few hours of daylight left. We don't want to spend it here. Your father's already locked the door behind you anyway.
He's ushering you out of the inn.
Yeah, he's shoving us into the carriage.
Yeah, so you guys continue on. Only a few days' journey to the Star Vault Grove. You eventually come upon Stone Moss in his observatory, which is a simple wooden construct, just maybe 3 stories high, but at the top of it is a clear shot the constellations. So while there's trees certainly surrounding and inside of the grove, in the center of this is just a sort of a plain where this building is, and Stone Moss is able to sit and study the constellations.
You called for us?
Yes, you've arrived.
We have.
The world in danger again.
We're here to save you from boredom.
Yeah, it's not me that needs saving. It's you.
You look up, by the way, you point out to a constellation, Michael, or Stone Moss rather, that is new. And something you've been studying over the last few, probably days, maybe a week tops. Something you've never seen before. It is a small constellation directly between that of Paladine and Takesis. It looks like it's incomplete, but based on your history and your knowledge of the stars and the constellations, that you've noticed it's starting to take shape, which is kind of concerning, since usually a constellation does not move that quickly into place. It takes, at best, thousands of years to form.
So yeah, anyway, any questions about that new star I'm pointing out to you?
Taking it's bad. How do we fight it?
It's curious, yes. I have a plan. Well, we all have a plan.
Until you get punched in the face. Sorry,
So-
that was a quote from Mike Tyson.
It's just a good plan, because then I'll be punched in the face.
It might involve you being punched in the face. I'm sorry, I'll have no control over that, but
Perfect. I like being punched in the face.
yes.
It's been a slow couple of years.
It's going to require sending you back in time. You're a dwarf,
one-
though, right?
Is this when Huey Loose breaks out?
You're a dwarf, though, right?
He is.
I have been.
Yes.
You're both dwarves?
I mean, that's kind of racist.
I'm looking at you for the first time since we started traveling together.
Yeah.
It's been
Wait
pointed
a
out to me
minute.
that you're probably both dwarves. I didn't
I
know
just thought you were a little short.
I just thought, yeah, exactly.
You
that
know,
all-
we
Dwarves, right?
Is that a
we spent a
problem?
lot of time together here. You know.
Well, it's a small problem, yeah. The wizards aren't going to want to send you back in time. But,
Why does
we
that
can
man
work
keep
around
singing every time you say that?
yeah, it's a new spell that I'm working on. It's pretty funny. You say a keyword, and some music starts.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Curly's Inn might be able to implement it or something as background music.
Yeah, it was written by a bard named Huey Lewis.
Yes.
Right in the news, huh?
Yeah. So how do you feel about being a mouse?
I've been
Never
worse.
considered it myself.
I mean, it's just like permanent mouse or just temporary mouse.
Just temporary.
I mean, temporary's fine. I've been worse, you know.
I mean, we've seen him turn into a mouse, haven't we? How bad could it be?
I
he got
saw-
better.
yes. Was he a cat once too, or was the cat trying to eat him?
I was a cat once, yes. I've been
Maybe it
a
was
cat
a
many
cat.
times. Once that you know
And
of.
you want
Wait
us
a
to be
minute.
mice.
And you want to be a cat?
Getting a little suspicious now.
You remember Twaddle, of course.
Twaddle the hero?
My familiar, yes.
Yeah, General Twaddle.
Yes.
The golden
Sir
hair
Twaddle, I thought
squirrel.
they.
You'll travel with him.
Oh, well, if Twaddle's going, then sure.
I mean,
I will not be accompanying you, however, on this journey.
I thought
as
I
I
was supposed
must-
to take you.
What's that?
Palanthas. Thought I was supposed to bring you to Palanthas.
Yes. Anyway. I'm,
Well, to Wayrith, not Palanthas.
Somewhere.
Yes.
It's all the same to me.
By the way, Chuck, part of the DL Nexus.
I
Charge
have a
of the
device that I need to take there, and I'll need you to protect me on the way. It is critical that that device arrive there unmolested.
You want us to travel as mice, though?
Not until we arrive.
I was gonna say, what are we gonna do? Poop in their hands?
You'll be as you are until you arrive. You're really dwarves, huh? I should put this in my journal so I don't forget.
Yeah, write that down.
Today I met two dwarves who I had thought before were just short halflings.
Yeah.
The hell's a halfling?
Yeah. They don't exist in this world.
I know.
That's just something fun I like to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Just
thought
an
the dwarf
insult.
comment was
Otherwise,
racist, and now I really think
half
it's
a man.
racist.
So anyway, dwarves. Feldspar, Burke, was that what your names were?
The other way
You
around.
won't, you
I'm
won't
Feldspar.
remember in 3 minutes anyway.
Oh, Burke and Feldspar. Which one of you is... Oh, you both have beards. That's what's throwing me.
I mean, don't you?
Do all dwarves have beards?
Typically.
Sometimes.
Oh.
Even the ladies.
Especially the ladies.
Well, as you may have noticed, I've taken ill lately, and I do need you to accompany me to Wayrith.
I mean, not all of us love a ghoul queen.
I'm sure we can accommodate your strange request here.
And if you're ready to go,
I mean,
which
the
I'm sure
carriage
you
is
are.
right there.
Excellent.
Yeah, we do have a carriage.
I mean, Feldspar hasn't even taken his backpack off yet.
Good
You
ranger
see,
never leaves his backpack behind.
You see Twaddle come out. Fur is kind of singed. And where
You been
it's grown
smoking,
back,
Twaddle?
it's grown back white. And he comes out and he hops up on Stone Moss's shoulder. I believe it is time.
What happened to Twaddle?
Well, you'll remember he ended up with Takesis.
I don't, because I was with the other group.
Okay. Well, he ended up with Takesis in the realm with my great grandson, I guess.
Oh,
Or
the
great
traitor.
or maybe it's great. I'm not really sure how many greats it actually is. We really didn't have time to work that out before he ended up with Takesis as well,
Yeah.
along with a couple of others. I should have written their names down too, but
This whole name thing is new to you, isn't it?
it is. But I recalled him from there, and he'll be traveling with you to where you're going. Rather, when you're going.
You're coming
for now,
with them to
Wayrith.
this part, by the way.
What's that?
You're coming with them at this part.
Yes. But for now, Wayrith.
All right, well, load in the back, face the back way because you're coughing again. We don't want to be spreading germs this way.
This is, by the way, the start of COVID.
I knew time travel was involved.
I mean, I am one of the few high-level clerics in the land, so...
The sickness I have acquired is not one that one of the faith can cure, I'm afraid.
Well, I wasn't offering either,
Yeah,
so...
so worked out, I guess.
Randy Feldspar?
That here's most of my ailments, yes.
I was trying this old wine, but it wasn't working either. Barakvern Stonebloom Reserve, if you've had it. Of course you have.
That like a past thing? I don't think we have that anymore.
Yes.
You had it at
served
Curly's Inn the
Curly's
last
Inn.
time you were there.
No wonder I don't
Delicious
remember.
dwarven wine
Must have been
made
good
by
stuff.
the Nidar. If you mix it with a little dwarven spirits,
Yeah, definitely why I don't remember.
It would kill a human.
You did drink an awful lot. Well, anyway, shall we?
we're already in the carriage. Are you going to get
All right.
in?
Yeah, I'm already in the
He's chasing
carriage,
behind.
but so far, we're just sitting here.
Every
we're
time they
moving.
stop and then it gets closer, they take off again, and then they stop, it gets closer, they take off again, and they do this for the 400 miles it is not to
Punch it, Burke.
Weyrith. So then we cut to Savin is tending to his family's farm. He's, I don't know. We already had a night mucking horses, so we'll have him out in the fields.
Oh, good.
And
Precedence then.
In the distance, you see what at first looks like a bird. Then as it gets closer, you can tell that it is a dragon. First you start to get a little nervous. The closest you've come to seeing a dragon was during the Battle of the High Clerist's Tower, when Kitiara Uthmatar, the Blue Lady, the High Lord of the Blue Dragon armies, attacked after most of the knights, led by Sir Derek Crownguard, were killed in battle. And there was just a small retinue of young knights, yourself included, along with some of the heroes of the lance, including the now departed Saren Fogsong, Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot, Flint Fireforge, Curlithlon, also departed. Not a lot of people survived after that. Who else was there? Gorel or Jadek? I don't remember which one. One of Kemchan's characters. But while you didn't get close to the dragon, you still remember the fear that you felt as it attacked the tower and was being held off by Curlithlon until Curlithlon dropped, killed in battle seemingly by Kitiara. The dragon took him away, and it turns out that he wasn't dead, but is now legend has said that he had sacrificed himself to save Kryn and keep Takesis locked in the abyss, which is a little bit bittersweet for you as your cousin, but also the Brightblade family has gone into ruin because of his father, Sturm Brightblade, and his relationship with the elven princess Elhana Starbreeze. And I still think she should just be called Alana. But Elhana Starbreeze, and had their bastard son, a half-elf, half-breed, Curlithlon. Now all of a sudden he's a hero. Your family, your father who was a knight, and just like his father before him and his father before him, and your once proud family name dishonored. And now all of a sudden this half-breed is a hero. That's what you think of as this dragon flies towards you.
It's quite a thought. I tried to take notes, but you were going pretty fast. So
I gave you all this at some point or another. It's somewhere written somewhere.
I know.
I also gave you a family tree.
Well, yes, it was a lovely picture.
The picture didn't work out. Right? I tried to use ChatGPT to actually make a picture, like pictures of the thing, and it could not figure out how to make a family tree. So, those of you worried about AI taking over, it can't even make a family tree. So I wouldn't worry. We got some time, folks. Before
I had to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't feel the same fear that you felt during that last encounter with the dragon. And you notice as it flies closer, its golden scales gleam in the sunlight. And it lands not far from you, a few yards away, or meters for Maria.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Trying here. And on and this is a huge, ancient gold dragon. And climbing off of the mighty beast's back is a person that you know very well. It is the head of the Order of the Knights of Salamnia, Lord Gunther Uthmatar. Older guy, probably late 50s, early 60s. Little gray in his red beard and his long red hair as he takes off his helmet and walks towards you. He's wearing his full Knight of the Rose armor. And he walks up to you and says, "Seven, good to see you again, my boy."
Likewise, my lord.
Your father, Aldrich, and Mother Maris doing well, I trust?
Are they?
It's up to you. I don't care. I don't know. You tell me.
Well, they do as they can.
My mother has gout.
A pointer. Size of your head. But otherwise, she's well.
Wonderful. Well, yes, great.
Quite the ride, Lord.
Yes, well, there are some perks to being the head of the order. I'm sorry to say that this isn't just a social call, however.
I assumed.
Yes, well, I know that you are still new to the knighthood, relatively, although it's been a few years.
You can say that.
A lower rank, and I have certainly have heard good things about you from your commanding officers, however.
I do try.
I have a mission that I would like you to partake. And normally I would order you, however, I'm here to ask you for this favor. Your cousin, Zayden, you remember him, of course, right?
I do.
I know you're not close.
That's an understatement.
The Wizards Council. I understand that he is being tasked by them for something, well, extremely important. And truth be told, I don't know that I can trust him.
What would you have me do?
I would like you to travel to the Tower of Wayrith. The Tower of Sorcery, High Sorcery in Wayrith. However, fucking wizards, man, right? Who can get their names straight?
I got you.
Yeah. I've already spoken to them. And I come to you now. We've had 3 years of relative peace However, Zane O'Cara, the infamous Dark Elf Wizard, while I understand that he was close to some of the heroes of the Lance, there's rumors that he is, well, in an effort to become a god.
A god?
Yes. Fucking weird, right? These wizards?
That seems a bit much.
Yes, well, I don't know if he can accomplish this or not, truth be told. The wizards seem to be a little serious about it, so I can only trust that they are not completely off their rocker. That said, they are sending your cousin Zayden back. In time. Or trying to. For two purposes. One, to attempt to stop Zane O'Cara from accomplishing his goal. Because the last thing we need is a renegade wizard becoming a fucking god. And also, they are sending back a revered daughter of Paladine, Chrysania, from Palanthus. She was apparently, well, strangely enough, in league with Zane, although a cleric of good and a evil wizard you wouldn't necessarily put together, but for some reason that I don't understand, she was trying to help him. However, on her way to the Tower of Wayreth, she was waylaid by the Death Knight, Lord Soth. He's currently in a coma.
Oh.
They're sending her back in time to the true clerics, or when there was more of them than there are now, certainly, before the cataclysm. I task you with two goals. One, see that she is protected. Two, see that your cousin Zayden, if he is unable to stop Zane O'Cara from accomplishing his task and becoming a god, you must slay this wizard. Just know that he is more powerful than any wizard we have known on Kryn for some time.
Are we sure about my cousin's intentions?
I am not. You certainly know him better than I do. But that's why I am sending you. Normally I would send a knight more experienced, frankly. But your relationship with your cousin and your knowledge of him is why I am sending you back. Plus, it gives you an opportunity, son, to bring your house back in good standing among the knighthood.
Would be an honor.
Yes, well, before you thank me, realize that this is likely a suicide mission. I don't know if you'll be able to get back.
I will trust in my abilities.
Very good. A bronze dragon flies down and lands near. He has a saddle already installed and says, "Have you ever ridden on Dragonback before, my boy?"
Can't say that I have.
Well, be prepared to lose your lunch. The first time is a doozy.
Oh, good.
And he allows you to gather your things. Go back to your to the farmhouse where your father and mother are, and He will help explain the situation and although he doesn't mention the suicide mission part of it. He keeps that part out, knowing how your mother would react. But your father puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "You have an opportunity, son, to turn around the narrative of the Brightblade family. And I know your other cousin, Kurlathlon, well, they call him a hero, but not here in Solamnia. The rest of Kryn, maybe. But you, my boy, have an opportunity to do the right thing from your family, and I trust you will."
I will see it done, Father.
Excellent. Your mother hugs you through tears, has a hard time saying goodbye, but knows that, as being part of the knighthood, that even though the war is over, danger is always there. She, basically, packs you like a week full of lunches. And your father then says, "Before you go, I would like you to have this." And he hands you his sword, which has been effectively just hanging up above the mantle for as long as you can remember. He was older, didn't fight in the war. And he says, "This sword, my boy, will only break if you do. Stay strong. Remember the code. Remember the measure." And he holds it out to you and he says, in Solamnic, "Oath Solaris, oath Mythos. My honor is my life." Then he sheathes it and hands it to you. And with that, you leave your homestead, climb on the back of the bronze dragon. Gunther helps you strap yourself in so you don't fall to your death immediately upon leaving. And it's a young bronze dragon who turns to you and says, "So I understand you've never ridden upon one of my kind before."
You could say that.
Hold on. And it takes off.
Good advice.
It does like a spiral in the air, laughing all the way as you lose your lunch on down on the plains of Solamnia, as you fly toward the Tower of High Sorcery. With that, we cut to Xaden. Tell me a little bit about where you are and what you're doing.
So, Xaden is probably still in Palanthas.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely in a, not quite a dive bar, maybe a little bit better establishment, but not the best.
So just above dive bar.
Just above. Most likely draped on a chair, gambling, either playing dice or playing cards. It's not going too well.
You've lost a lot tonight.
Yeah, luck is not with him at this moment, but he's sort of too far in to back down now, so he's sort of like,
Fair enough. And
it's
as
not
you,
my money that
as
I'm
you,
gambling away, so.
as you lose another hand of cards, you notice that there is someone who then sits down at the empty chair to your right. This person is dressed in these elaborate, soft, black robes. Hood up. Places some steel pieces on the table and says, "Deal me in." And as the game goes, he seems to win more than not. Eventually, after a couple of hours, you are completely out of cash. Head to the bar. You still got a tab open, which the bartender doesn't know that you've are not going to be able to pay up.
And he'll never find out.
Order. What are you ordering?
It will have to be possibly elven wine.
All right. I kind of knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
And the person sitting next to you, or who was sitting next to you at the table, is suddenly sitting next to you at the bar and says, "Nope, not that vintage," and points to a very expensive bottle. And he says, 2 glasses. He pulls down his hood, and you would know him from your time in Palanthus as Dalamar the Dark. Although you don't immediately recognize him because his robes are completely buttoned up, and usually what you've heard is he's always showing off his chest because he spends a lot of time working on that. A lot of planks, a lot of push-ups.
Yeah, he's been known to enjoy doing.
Yeah, and as the barkeep pours you each a glass of this fine, expensive elven wine, and again, Dalamar puts down a few steel pieces as he does. Zayden of Salamnia, is that correct?
It is.
You are, from what I understand, a relation of my Shalafi, Zane Okara. The Council of Wizards, led by Parsalian, are interested in speaking with you, and before you say anything, no, it is not about your renegade ways. We know that you have not taken the test, but still perform magic.
I have not been permitted to take the test.
That is fair. It seems as if your powers, talents, maybe a better word, don't come from the usual places now, do they?
What would you know about my talents, Sylvanesty?
I know more than you might think. Well, my Shalafi does, and he informs me. I am but a humble servant.
So
Now,
is it Parsalians running errands you're doing, or my brothers?
a little from column A and a little from column B. See, my
That is quite a predicament you're in then.
One would think, however, I have gotten by so far, so good. Now, before you, and I assume you will meet with them because, well, they have ways of making you if you don't come on your own. However, I felt the need to give you a little bit of backstory from, well, my perspective versus theirs. Zane is, well, becoming more and more powerful. As I'm sure you know, he has already been taken over and living in the Tower of High Sorcery here in Palanthus, one that was cursed, and only the Master of Past and Present could enter. Well,
Yes, I was waiting for my housewarming invitation. Must have gotten lost in the
I suppose it may have. That said, I have another invitation for you. Given to me specifically by your cousin Zane. The Wizard Conclave is going to implore you to go back in time and stop your cousin from gaining more power in his effort to become a god. You laugh.
You must jest.
He has the power to do so. I have seen it myself. He has the plan to do so. I have seen it myself. I would not underestimate your cousin.
Then why don't you go?
Well, one, Parsalian would never send me because he doesn't trust me.
Oh, and trust me.
I feel he hopes that because of your kinship with Zane, that you will be able to convince him otherwise. He's taking a gamble, as Zane's twin brother, your cousin Zarek, is still missing. Whether he is working with Zane or not, even I cannot say. I don't know. However, they have no one that they can trust, which is why they call for you. Now, I and my Shalafi hope that you will do the right thing and not hinder his process, but help him.
You know, I once heard a saying that hope is the denial of reality.
Well, regardless, you have an opportunity to, well, make a name for yourself and gain power. Or, well, and I can tell you for a fact, you do not want to get on Zane's bad side. And with that, he opens up his robes and shows you his chest. He has these five
They're glamour muscles.
Yeah, and he's like bouncing his pecs a little bit while he does this, but he has 5 finger-sized, oozing, bloody holes in his chest, and he says, "This was given to me by your cousin. The one time that I did not do as he said, This is the pain I must deal with for my mistake. I show you this. Well, to hopefully give you an idea of the minimum of what could happen if you contest his plan. And he doesn't bother buttoning it, putting he just leaves his chest out like this. He just, yeah.
Typical honesty.
Yeah. He's flexing his pecs a little bit, a little popping, locking.
Now, let me see if I have this right. You come here, spend all this money to get my attention, to then tell me that they mean to send me back in time because there's no one else they could trust. And yet I know for a fact they do not trust me either. And then you say that you wish me not to do what the Conclave wants, but to aid you and Zane, and yet you show me what he's done, because you displeased him somehow. Now, I might not be as great in algebra as you wizards, but I fail to see what's in it for me.
Well, from where I stand, you have two options. One, the favor of the most powerful wizard Kryn has ever known. Soon, to be a god. Two, well, let's just say that the price of failure in your cousin's eyes is far more than just these bloody holes upon my chest.
Or option that is the most beneficial to me. I continue as I have so far and do jack shit about the situation.
Yes, well, you could. That being said, you are a renegade. And as a member of the Wizards Conclave, knowing where you are, well, it would be my duty to ensure that you are killed before you leave this inn. And if you think I'm here on my own, well...
Of course I don't.
Of course you don't.
Your leash is only so long.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm half tempted to see you try. I was losing anyway.
You could do it. I actually have a character sheet built for him, so...
But no. I do see the appeal of your proposition.
Good, I was hoping you would.
After all, I could either be under the control of Zane or the conflict. And, well, I should just see which one tends to be the winning side, shouldn't I?
Yes. I can say that, considering their desperation, I'm putting... thank you, Chris Andrew, for cheering 100 bits to Maria. Great job. Huzzah! Now, we should probably say, since this is episode 1 of season 2, that cheering bits gives the players, or me, if you're feeling saucy, inspiration points. You can keep that, and it's not just you have one, you have to use it, and then you get another. You can bank these. So you can have as many inspiration points for your character as people give them. And sometimes, just for my own whim, I may give them. Usually if somebody says something funny that I like, that's usually the way that I've given them.
Can I keep the leftover ones from last season?
Yes. As long as they're on your character sheet, then yes. Mostly because most of you guys used most of yours, and I know there aren't too many left out there. But, so for those of you in chat, 100 bits will get, excuse me, one character an inspiration point. If you cheer 600 bits, then all of the characters get an inspiration point. And again, you can also give them to me that I could use against them in an effort to fuck them up. So, Maria, congratulations. You have the first inspiration point of the campaign given by Chris Andrew.
Did we not get something last week?
Oh, you did, actually. I think also from Chris Andrew.
Yep.
Thank you.
It was either Chris Andrew or Bromenard. So everybody should
It
have
was
one.
Bromenard last week, I think.
Yeah, so everyone should have one to start. Chris Andrew also gave one to Kem-chan, who I did. I guarantee you he did not put it on his character sheet, and we will forget by the time next time he plays. But he should have one as well. So everybody starts with one inspiration point or one more than you had before for Sedg and Chuck. Michael, you can put that on your new character if you want.
I'm up to 27.
No, there's no way you're up to 27. Bullshit.
58.
You haven't even played 27 episodes.
Sedge gave them all to me. And he's bulletproof.
So anyway, huzzah! Thank you, Chris Andrew.
Yay.
All right. So with that, I think I interrupted your scene, or Chris Andrew did. I'm just the.
That's fine. I think that was maybe for the best.
And yeah, so with that, Dalamar uses the spidery words of magic, creates a portal right there in the middle of this inn, freaking out everybody.
Show off.
Yeah, his chest is
Thinks
wide
he's
open,
so
his robes
special.
blowing in the breeze, his hair flowing in this wind
Disco ball
that
comes out of
just
somewhere.
surrounds him somehow.
Insufferable.
And you enter the portal, and you are standing in the council room of the Tower of High Sorcery in Wayrith. Standing in the room, well, sitting, first of all, is in the center, Parsalian of the White Robes. To his left is a balding, gray-haired man, Justarius, with red robes. And to his right is a very beautiful human woman with thick, dark black hair, long hair, wearing and like almost purple eyes, like lavender color eyes, wearing the dark black robes of the black robe mages, Iolanth. And if somebody could tell me how to pronounce that other than Iolanth, I'd be happy to hear it, but it seems reasonable to me. I know everybody likes to make fun of the way I pronounce things, but
Boring.
too fucking bad.
It's actually pronounced Alhana.
That's my bit. Stay out of my bit. That's mine.
All the letters are silent, actually.
Yeah, they all sound like some other letters.
Oh,
Also in that room stand Stonemoss. Actually, I lied to you. Stand your cousin, Savin Brightblade, Sir Savin Brightblade, I should say, Knight of the Sword, I think you are. And Lord Gunther of the Knights of the Crown. In the antechamber, we have Stone Moss, who is they are expecting, and you hand each of the two dwarves beside you a ring. Then take it from there. I'm not going to play a character more than that. Michael, we're talking to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got rings handed to me. Oh yeah, I hand each of you a ring.
There you go.
I hand each of you a ring. Yes, and I'm
gonna
looking
swallow
at
this.
you and saying, you would make excellent mice after my time with you, and you must become those now, I'm afraid. Slip this upon your finger and just simply say the word, and you will change. When you are ready, you will just simply say the word again, only as a mouse, and you will change back.
Is it like
It-
a specific word?
Yes,
I believe the word
mouse.
is. I believe the word is.
I thought I was
Well,
clear.
well-
Mouse.
I keep saying the word Mickey. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, well, that's a copyrighted thing, so yeah.
Yeah, we're already playing pretty fast and loose with copyright rules
I mean-
here. We don't
I
want to
mean,
get
I
in
keep-
trouble with Disney. If you'd
I
like to
keep
be a
saying
sponsor, we'd love
Steamboat
to have
Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Steamboat
one's fine
Willie.
actually.
Steamboat Willie now, maybe. But
Yeah.
yeah. You say that other word, and you're going to have somebody at your door with big black round
on.
ears. And
Hold on, I'm
A
getting a knock
baseball
at the
bat.
door.
yeah.
I'll be back. I got a knock at the door. This is a weird thing in a suit.
Yes.
Got a box of flowers.
Yeah.
Dog standing behind him. It's very strange.
I'll send them to your house.
But yeah, I hand you these two very plain copper rings. They don't look like much of anything at all. You wouldn't believe that there's spells, that they're capable of powerful magics.
Then let me ask you a question, not to lead the witness here, but do you mention Aramis to them?
Twaddle has been fully briefed.
Okay, got it.
And I simply tell you to follow Twaddle, and he'll lead you to where you need to go and to who you need to meet. The less you know, really, honestly, probably the safer you'll be, but you'll be making contact with an old associate of mine, an old friend of mine.
All right, let's put these rings on and let's get rolling.
That's okay.
Yes.
We trust you mostly.
Man, I've drank most of the brandy, so
Yeah, the two of you are both pretty drunk
Full
at
up
this
on
point.
courage, yeah.
So anything he says kind of sounds reasonable.
that's great.
Just stay with Twaddle. You'll be fine.
That's fine.
Chris Andrew in chat says Twaddle leveled up and is now a flying squirrel. Yeah.
Yes.
Not that far off.
Not that far off. So I basically scoop you both up, put you on Twaddle's back, tell you to ride there.
So now there's two mice on the back of a squirrel.
Yes.
Nothing suspicious about that.
Twaddle looks a little bit distressed by that, by the way, but
Yeah, you
goes
have an
along.
anxiety riddled. He's like you can see like he's chewed off all the fur in his hands.
You couldn't make a little Twaddle a little backpack?
Yeah. He doesn't
Now
blink
you mention
anymore.
it.
Like
now
his-
you
and he
come
has,
up
like,
with this idea. Where were you this whole ride here? We could have been coming up with this idea. We could have stopped at a store even and found a
was
backpack.
I
your
was driving
plan?
the horse that I'm allergic to.
I mean, we could have stopped at a doll store and probably found a perfect backpack. But now you think of it.
Maybe
You
a
know
little
what?
tiny
Let's
carriage.
go out to the marketplace. I don't care what's going on. We're going to the marketplace right now, and we're finding a backpack that you two can ride in.
2 days later. Stone Moss, his squirrel companion,
Wearing a backpack.
wearing a backpack with 2 mice heads sticking out of it. The first thing he says is, "There's nothing suspicious about this."
Not at all. You're just my what do we call those again? Familiars. You're my familiars.
At least weird thing Stone Moss has done it, you know.
Oh.
So while they're doing this, Savin and Zayden is gonna fuck me up every time. It's just like Zane and Zarek all over again. Like, I'm never gonna get the 2 of you correct. Savin, you are escorted into the to the main hall of the tower, and this is very uncomfortable for you because magic is fucking crazy. It's none of your business. And now you're here in the heart of magic in all of Ansalon, the continent you're on. And standing beside you, of course, is Sir Gunther. And all of a sudden, a portal opens. And stepping out of the portal is your cousin Zayden, who you haven't seen in who knows how long. At least, I don't know, 5-6 years probably. And a dark elf, robes open, hair blowing in a breeze that only seems to affect him. With these 5 wounds, seeping wounds on his chest that he doesn't seem to care about because you have to be a little bit impressed, by his upper body. He's really been working on it. He stops, jumps up on a beam, and just does some pull-ups. Only 3 or 4 before dropping down. And Parsalian...
Starting to make sense why he was exiled.
No, this is why he's a
Just
dark
like
elf. He's just a show-off, and everyone gets sick of him. Like, he has nothing to do with the robes. Nothing to do with the magic that he casts. It's just like everyone just had enough of him. So
I love that you're effectively destroying one of my favorite characters.
It's my pleasure.
You mean improving?
Yeah. Welcome to Atomic Peanut Butter Group, where I destroy everybody's childhood dreams.
Right, race.
Nothing less than what I was expecting.
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen enough of this show. You know what it's like.
Raceland and
I
Cameron.
used to watch
were my
this.
favorites.
I know exactly what's happening.
So, anyway, Parsalian says, good. Almost everybody's here. We are just waiting for Stone Moss. And with that, Stone Moss comes in with a menagerie of rodents. Some in a backpack strapped to a larger rodent.
I'm a druid, don't question it. This is important.
Is the first thing he says as he enters the room.
In any room he enters.
Yes.
Yeah. And
They let druids in now, but they won't let me take the test.
I'm a druid, not a wizard. And I say that with a little bit of disdain, you notice.
It's hard
Yeah,
to
it
miss.
is.
Then again, he says
Sweet,
everything with a little bit of a
sweet.
disdain, including where's the coffee?
Yeah.
So Parsalian, who's sitting in the center seat, says, good. Well, everyone is here. I don't suppose introductions are needed to some of you. And he looks at Zayden and Savin. Gonna be hard for me to remember. But then he says, you've probably heard of Stone Moss.
Should I have?
Let's roll some dice.
Oh.
We're getting at the end here. Why not?
Why
Each
me?
of you roll a history check. To see
How do I do that?
on roll 20 on your character sheet. There's a thing that says history, and just click on it. Yeah, I start the rolling with the two people who don't know how to use Roll20.
Yes, thank you very much.
You figured it out.
So go to the
Excellent.
journal, and you'll see your character sheet under characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just open up Will's here because it's the first one that I've seen.
Oh,
And,
she's already rolled it.
what?
She already rolled it.
Oh, I'm looking at
I
something
don't know
else
if I
now.
did it right though.
No, you did.
You did
History.
it
Both
right,
of you.
yep.
Oh, Burke. John, you didn't roll yours. Roll yours as well.
I'm just filling in for John.
14. You probably. I don't know if you have a bonus to that or not. You just rolled a die. But
Probably
on your
not off
character
that
sheet,
much.
is there anything next to history?
-1.
All right, so you have a 13.
Yep.
And that's a 20 for Zayden. So, Savin, you certainly have heard of Stone Moss for his heroics during the War of the Lance and his help in defeating Takesis at the Battle of Naraka in the temple. But Zayden, you also have heard that he's actually not from this time. He actually is from the time shortly before the Cataclysm. And it is unknown how he made his way here to what year is this? 348, 349, somewhere thereabouts.
Had anybody been
354?
listening while he was explaining his backstory?
355 probably.
355. Okay, thank you. That was close.
Of course, nobody listens.
I listen. I just choose not to.
But yeah, so you know that he is a man out of time. What you do with that information is up to you. And again, Savin, you just know that he is one of the heroes of the Lance. So Parsalians says, well, now that introductions for more or less are complete, let us explain why you are here, although I imagine those that brought you here, and he looks at both Gunther and Dalamar, again, hair blowing in a breeze. It's nowhere else in the room. Like, it's weird. Like, but you keep looking around. Like, you lick your finger, put it up in the air, you don't feel anything. Says, I'm sure that they have filled you in for the most part. And Burke, I'm sure, gave you the information, Stone Moss, which is why you're here, as I had spoken to Gorell before. He pulls back a curtain behind him, and laying on a stone platform is a woman in white robes, dark black hair, very pale complexion. It looks like she's asleep. And he says, we have two reasons for you to be here. First, and he gestures to the woman, Chrysania Tyrrhenius, revered daughter of Paladine. She has come here looking for our aid. However, while in the forest of Wayreth, she was attacked by the Death Knight Lord Soth. We and clerics that we have brought in have been unable to heal her. For all accounts, from Gorell, and he looks at Stone Moss, and Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot, who I'm sure you know well, she should be dead. However, it seems, just by the fate of the gods, most likely Paladine himself, she lives, but will not awaken, regardless of what healing and prayers the clerics have offered. We intend to send her back in time, before the cataclysm, to the Lord City of Istar, where we hope and pray that the true clerics then, at that time, will have a way to bring her back. That is not our only goal, however. Zane O'Cara, who I'm sure you all have heard of, and he turns to Zayden, and you know well, your kin is attempting to kill the Queen of Darkness, the god Takesis. And while normally I'd say bully for him and hope he does well, however, according to inside sources, and he looks directly at Dalamar, he wishes to take her place. This kind of roll me a Stone Moss. Roll me a religion check, or what do you think you would do for your constellation bullshit?
That
nature?
would be my
whatever's higher, nature or religion. I'll give you.
Yeah, nature probably would be the one to go with.
What'd you roll? I can't see it on my screen here.
It was a 13, unless I can have advantage, in which case it was 20.
I'll give you advantage since it's constellation based. Because that's how I roll. Or how you roll.
Alright, sweet.
20.
So you suddenly put 2 and 2 together here. With that strange constellation that you saw, again, almost exactly in between the constellations of Paladine, the Platinum Dragon, and Takesis, the Five-Headed Dragon. And it almost seems to you as if Zane might actually be able to pull this off. If this constellation is forming already, then this could actually happen.
Yeah, this is a bad thing. To put it to you bluntly.
Yes. We agree. Which is why we ask you, Zayden, as much as, well, we don't like or trust your methods, and roll me a perception check. Same thing, just on your character sheet, just click the button on perception. That's just for Zayden. A 6. You notice nothing. So I won't say it. But you got Roxy riled up. Roxy is very upset with that roll, by the way. She wanted a higher roll to see what was going on.
She needs to roll for me.
You don't even have hands, Roxy. You can't even roll. Although she'll just eat the dice.
Or she's just growling because of my Hound of Ill
Give her like 3 days, it'll roll.
Quick aside, when I worked at an assisted living, we had a bull mastiff puppy as the house pet, quote unquote. And one day, nobody could find in the bingo ball B11, I think it was, and looking everywhere for it. Of course, all of the old people, they were very upset because bingo was number one activity that they could do there. It was very high stakes. And I was taking the dog out And he literally pooped out B11 days later. So I went, got some paper towels, cleaned it off, brought it back in, cleaned it off, and brought it back in. And everyone was so excited, like, oh, B11, we got B11. Where did you find it? I'm like, don't ask. Just play the game.
You don't want to know.
Don't ask where I found this ball. But yeah, came right out of Caesar's butt. Anyway, which I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was something that Cleopatra also said at one point, but I can't prove that. That's neither here nor there, though. I digress. Anyway, Parsalian says, with your connection to your cousin Zane, and possibly even to your cousin Zarek, who we have not been able to find as much as we have tried, we need you to stop Zane. And before you ask why, I will tell you. If he accomplishes his task, we fear all of Kryn, not just Ancelon, but all of Kryn, will be destroyed. And then Gunther pipes up and says, and that is why we send your other cousin Savin here. Savin here to help ensure you do the right thing.
That sounds bad, Squeak.
I get a babysitter.
What was that? I missed that part.
Oh goody, I get a babysitter.
Yes, says Gunther.
Nice to be so important.
Well, yes, Parsalian says. You are. Both of you. We need you. And we need Stone Moss and his, well, abilities and to send you back.
Talk to a very angry Ent, and I got what you needed.
Excellent. Now, do you accept this mission? And will you do as we ask?
No, I will not be traveling back.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to them.
Good.
I just need your device.
No, you need me to activate it. Let's be clear here. You don't know, have a clue what to do.
Yeah, well.
Because even though you may be an all-powerful wizard, there are some things that you just will never understand.
Kind of hurts my feelings when you say it like that, but yes, you're right. Well,
so, continue. You have my permission.
Appreciate that, thank you. The council continues. Zayden, do you accept?
What are the conditions? If I
Well,
do this for you, what's in it for me?
we will not, well, to be frank, we will not execute you for being a renegade.
You haven't so far.
Yes,
Why
well,
would you do it now?
you've been frankly difficult to find, just like your cousins.
Family trait.
But now we have you here.
Well, I suppose it makes very little difference whether I die in this time or another.
That's the spirit. All right. I'll take that as a yes.
Well-
7.
Well, since my cousin is already, I guess you could say, accepted, I shall also say yes.
Excellent. Stone Moss. The device.
I already told you that I will not be going.
Nobody's asking you to go, dude.
I will be sending some familiars who will be making contact with an associate of mine, and you would all do well to work with that associate of mine.
Wait a minute. You're sending familiars.
Yes.
We must confer. And the three of them huddle up. We see no reason why familiars can't travel back in time. Continue.
Good, because I wasn't going to give you a choice.
Hold on 1 second. Carry on.
My compatriot is an elf. Twaddle will recognize him. Anyone else claiming to be him. That's why there's no point in telling you who he is, because anyone else may claim it, but Twaddle will know. For Twaddle has also been his familiar.
You're talking about the squirrel.
Yes. He is more than just a squirrel. Let us continue. He is a great, wonderful familiar. Let us continue.
You're the one who named him Twaddle, bro.
I did not name him Twaddle. That's what he told me his name was. Very strange, I do agree.
Yeah. All right.
Are you ready to go back?
Oh, jeez.
I'm ready to send you.
I think he's talking to you.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Yes, the familiars are ready, I know. But the two of you are ready? Who will carry Twaddle?
We'll carry the Ronin carrying Ronins.
That's not a euphemism.
Unfortunately. It
Twaddle
would be
looks
better if it
expectantly
were.
at both of you.
John and Marie is talking to you guys.
I'll take him.
Yeah.
You can have it.
You want someone to
All
hold
right.
a squirrel? I'm your man.
He leaps up onto your arm and scurries up onto your shoulder and tucks into your neck.
It feels kind of good, actually. Tickles a little.
About 30 seconds, and that first flea bite comes in.
Yeah, well, then there's the problem with the fleas. Yeah, but for right now, it feels pretty good.
All right.
Now, Michael, the device of time journeying. There is a on the picture there on that
Yes.
note. That is those are the words that need to be uttered, and it kind of works like a transformer almost. So as he takes off this medallion-looking thing, it looks like a gold circular medallion around his neck. Hands it to who are you going to hand it to?
The one who took Twaddle.
All right, hands it to Savin. It works almost like a transformer, and so that he gave it to the right guy.
Don't really know what that means, though.
Basically, as you utter the words of magic, you will twist and turn this thing until it turns from a medallion into what looks like a scepter, basically.
Okay.
It's magic, dude. Just go with it.
Start walking around you in a circle, telling you to huddle closer together. No, closer than that.
All right.
We want you to be uncomfortably close.
Yes.
Don't
Invading
forget the
each other's
rodents.
personal space here.
If you don't have fleas, you're not close enough.
Thy time is thy own. Thy cross it you travel. Its expanses you see. Whirling across forever, obstruct not its flow. Grasp firmly the end and the beginning. Turn them forward upon themselves. All that is loose shall be secure. Destiny be over your head. And as the spell finishes, Stone Moss falls to his knees from the great effort it took
And you guys don't notice that because you wake up. This is including the mice. Although when you wake up, you're yourselves again. You still have those rings on, but you are your dwarven selves. And you're wearing, like, it's kind of like if you were at a Renaissance fair today. Like, you're wearing, like, clothes, like, you know, like medieval-esque clothes, like ancient clothing that would not be fashionable in the year 355. You actually dress like Stone Moss, frankly, because he never got with the time. Never went to Macy's and got some clothes.
Kept what he had going, exactly.
Yeah, he had a style and he stuck with it. Although my style hasn't really changed since the 90s, so I kind of get it. So you wake up and... Bless you. Lying in the center of you, in this alley that you don't recognize, is the broken and beaten body of Chrysania, still unconscious. And you hear footsteps and the shouting of what are clearly guards yelling, "Arrest them! Arrest them! Look what they've done to this woman!" You go to reach for your weapons, and they are gone. And with that, we end tonight's session. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us on D&D Fridays. Thank you, Chris Andrew, for cheering 100 bits each to Michael, Chuck, Sedg, and John. Have a great campaign, guys. Huzzah!
Yay!
Huzzah.
And so thanks for hanging out with us here on Season 2, Episode 1. We will be back probably next week. And then soon we're also going to be starting... Chuck. We never know when Chuck's going to show up or not. It's just a crapshoot. He'll be here probably 5% of the time.
Whoa, that's double the old percentage.
You got to keep the people wanting more, you know.
Again, we have not one but two casts of characters going through two storylines here within Dragonlance Legends. This group is going to be following what you would call the Raistlin storyline, Zeno-Kara storyline, and the other is going to be fighting the Blue Ladies' War. So we're going to give a little more attention to that than they did in the books. Why didn't they talk enough about that in the books? Like, that's a cool... Like, that should have been its own series. Like, that's cool. Yep. And even now, like, going back to Magus and Huma, like, that's kind of cool. But why not do the Blue Ladies' War? You had your chance. Now, before you missed it, let's follow up with it now. Kitiara, one of the greatest villains of any IP, as far as I'm concerned.
Instead, we're getting more human and Magius.
I know, like didn't they already? I didn't read those books, but didn't we already do that?
Basically, that's what Destiny's already touched on them.
Yeah, I still haven't read those either. I have them, but I didn't read them yet. I read the first one and it was okay, and I don't remember anything about it. So once I got all the other ones, I still need to go through and read them all again, or read them all for the first time, really, except for the first one. But anyway, so we will be streaming that in between times where we're streaming this, although both events are running concurrently in far as game time goes. Cool. So, but anyway, thank you. And for Gaz, who couldn't bother to be here tonight, Chuck, Maria, John, Sedg, Mike, I am Adam saying good night. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And we will see you next time on Dragonlance. Bye-bye.
Bye now.